Okay, welcome back again to some Wargame Airland battle action. It's going to be a 4 versus 4. I believe it was on the Dalarna map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a feature of the Dalarna map there, so we'll just zoom in there, we'll take in all the details and all that, we'll phase through the terrain, sounds good to me. But in either case, as you can see, yeah, we've got top versus bottom. Northern team is NATO, which consists of myself, Lightman, Red Rooster, Apex and Greg37. The bottom team, which is packed, consists of Chowtron, True Chanter, Asante66 and Tomsley. Very whimsical names indeed. Alright, well, let us speed things up a bit. Battle lines are being drawn. Red's going to be on the western flank and... okay. Looks like I'll be on the eastern flank, and Apex is going to go down the middle. Sounds good to me. So we just have got phantoms coming in, drop some flames, getting them destroyed. Alright, it's time to slow things down a bit. And the battle has been joined. We do have the initial score advantage coming in, but that could change very quickly. It's still, just the first few seconds of the game. Having a look at the middle, we've got Spetsnazers coming in to secure the center of Kilo. Going to be a bit tricky for Vandus to handle, though with Grizzlies behind them, actually might be able to make things a bit easier, but the helicopters to support Spetsnaz can in turn stomp the crap out of Grizzlies, so we'll see what happens. Just have a look what's happening here. We've got 264Bs. Oh, a bit of an expensive tank to bring this early on, especially in such numbers, but let's have a look. Actually, it's not that expensive, but still. Could be a bit better, and actually I already told him I'll be playing after I check out some replays. Well, I'll reply to him afterwards anyway, because right in the middle of this, and I did actually tell him exactly what I was planning to do, so he just needs to read a bit what I told him and all that. But anyway, yes. Anyway, just having a look. Yeah, we do have the middle mostly secured for the time being. Freedom fighters coming in, not actually destroying either of these helicopters, which is quite amazing actually. Probably just as well that he evac'd, given that there were a couple of AA guys and BMPs who for some reason are not deployed. Bit of a miss micro by Trod Chanter. Interesting name, but there we go, finally. Helicopters get taken out, and never mind, actually is booked to try to take them out, and nope, it'll just waste its missiles. Not bad indeed. So we still do have a score advantage. We got a pretty strong start. We'll see if we'll be able to keep on going though. This thing should not be firing its crappy little heat cannon, and bam, reveals itself behind firing that cannon. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been revealed otherwise. And bam, gets taken out by an ATGM, man. Nicely done, indeed, by Red Rooster. Not bad. Just having a look what's happening elsewhere. So yeah, we got more Schutzens trying to come in to do a bit of damage, but thankfully my what the hell are these things? M60A1s. Huh. Okay, some sort of cheap tank it seems. Well, in any case, they managed to catch the infantry out in the open, and yeah, I think only one goes down really. We've still got a flame tank to worry about, it's not too bad. But at the same time we do have BMPs also coming and doing a bit of damage, and 2 T-80Bs and 2 T-78s, which is going to be a bit annoying. My US Marines that I fought were actually... what the hell, that's... damn it, of course now that I had the UI it's going to stop firing. Oh well. Well, in any case, the Marines that I fought were... man, just gotta love that thing. Anyway, that I fought were actually hidden, apparently were not, and I do retreat them a bit further into the forest, basically getting the this ZSU a little bit closer forward, although it does manage to take a couple of rockets. Eventually it does get taken out, and here we go, got some more infantry coming in, trying to shoot at my Marines, who hopefully you can see right there, just little, almost dots really right there, so... yeah, taking a bit of damage really, but still I think because they've been able to destroy the truck, they probably should be able to take out most infantry that are here. Although never mind, actually I have 3 of these guys, although they're, okay, well, there's some sort of specialised anti-tank infantry, so it's probably not going to be able to compete, especially since they're all panicked, and bam, down there goes. Nice little close combat there. The tanks and the BMPs are also starting to, oh there's BMP. Oh, BP1s, okay. Yeah, they're starting to clear my forest as well, and I really should be getting my command vehicle out of there since it's basically just a crappy little jeep with no armour on it. But there we go, I'm holding on to hope. I'm getting my stingers out of there at the very least, but yeah, definitely need to be getting, well, just some infantry in here would be great, just so I can use their laws against the tanks that are closing in, but oh well. Instead I'm just going to be sending him out in the open and cross the road, but there we go, finally putting him into the forest, getting US Marines out. Have anything else happening anywhere else? Not just yet, so... Okay, yeah, we've got relative stalemate elsewhere. But keep in mind that... actually, wait a minute. No, yeah, my command vehicle has just been taken out. I definitely should have microed it out of there. But keep in mind, though, all this time we have had the score advantage, and yeah, it's just going to continue going up. My Marines finally getting in, so by the looks of it... okay, I must be playing a... most likely a US Marine deck from Aliens vs Predator 2. I believe. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, we have had a score advantage this entire time, and even losing this point temporarily hasn't really done too much. In fact, I'm surprised they haven't followed up with their own command vehicles straight behind the tanks and such, but oh well, what can you do? The labs actually will do incredible amounts of damage close range with their Bushmaster, because autocannons, well, just about anything really that does 1 AP or more damage will always do at least 1 AP damage to armoured vehicles if they're basically at point blank range, so there's that to worry about. So yeah, my labs will indeed be able to do a bit of damage. My flames coming in to panic the crap out of the T-80B, and unfortunately my Marines are a bit panicked, so there's this lab right here, but this one's going to be charging forward. Although no, never mind, he's going to probably, yeah, I think I'm just trying to micro him around the flames. So very close to taking out this remaining T-72A. He should fall very quickly to my US Marines. He even comes a tower actually by Red Rooster coming in. Pretty much point blank range, but wasn't entirely necessary. But yeah, it's good. Nice of him to help out a bit. We're going to have some infantry to reinforce, but overall managing to hold on to that point. The only thing I could have done a bit better was maybe having some more infantry there to begin with. And actually I should resupply those guys. But anyway, yeah, having more infantry in there and getting my command vehicle out of there when the going got tough. But oh well. What can you do? What can you do? Actually got 2 Pathfinder squads by Apex, who actually should be completely split up to cover more ground. In either case, they are pretty close to at least taking out this Pioneer, which is apparently... interesting little icon it's got for that weapon. But anyway, it's a long-range artillery piece. Okay, it's one of those... I could even got a Colossus. It's kind of alerting enemy to their presence there. But anyway, it's one of those... single-shot accurate artilleries, I believe. I think it is, anyway. Yeah, that's let's see what's happening elsewhere. So opponents definitely getting screwed when it comes to the initial engagements, but yeah, I mean they did do a little bit of damage on Juliet, but they really needed to follow up with more infantry. In fact, if they had these Spetsnazes, that would have helped them out immensely. Just sending in vehicles without any actual support, especially such expensive ones, that's not going to be particularly cost effective, especially up against the US Spec Marines. But oh well, can you do? At least they do have a couple of other points on the map. They've got Foxtrot and all that, and yeah, now they're just back to having... Well, we're just back to having +1 income coming in, finally resupplying my Marines. Spetsnazes will be a bit of a pain in the ass. I think there was a vehicle, I left a vehicle there, the LVPT something or other, but then that got taken out by the Spetsnazes apparently. But oh well, what can you do? That did reveal that they were there, so maybe I'll be bombing them at some point. I don't know. Oh no, that these guys are going to be a massive pain in the ass, even panicking my lab. Which, firing computer reset, so it can't even fire at all actually. It's going forward, but pretty sure it cannot fire at the Spetsnaz at all. Thankfully though, I do have 3 squads of US Spec Marines and something else coming in. Of course, they're coming in to drop some napalm, kind of napalming my own guys there, but we're also getting to the Spetsnazes as well, so I suppose that's better than nothing. Though these guys definitely need to get out of there as quickly as possible. Wow, this lab has definitely got a few things wrong with it, to say the least. What was happening here, I don't know, but some napalm plane just dropped a couple of bombs and got destroyed in the process. So sucks to be him. And as for these guys, I don't believe it. Actually, this Apex guy is actually bringing the Colossus along with him, despite the fact that it have, there we go, he'd have poor stealth compared to these guys who've got very good stealth. Okay, that was a bit of a strange thing to do, to say the least. And not only that, but he's actually left both of them there. If I was him, I'd split them off, maybe get one to go down here, one of them to go here and here. I mean, okay, I think they do see the FOB, so we should be aware of that. But yeah, very strange what he's doing, especially having them together like that. I definitely would not agree with that. But well, what can you do? We do have a bit of a counter-attack by Trotch here, and at least he does have his own command vehicle there. A little bit out in the open actually, probably should put it... Well, at least behind a building or something, or in these trees, I guess. Actually, that might be too obvious a spot, but still. So there we go, at least I did neutralize Kilo. Opponents still have not brought any command vehicles up to Juliet. Probably just as well for them, because I did have rangers ready to spot command vehicles coming in, and they would have known there was one there, I guess. I could have bombed it, but still. Yeah, well, they certainly did try. Still, they do have a bit of time to make a bit of a comeback. We'll just have to see if they will be able to. Chances are they probably will not be able to. See what happens. These guys... Okay. Interesting how they're just firing at this little silo here, like as if they're camped in there. Actually, they probably are, actually. But anyway. Actually, it might just be... No, never mind, it might just be a trick of how the shots work. All I know is that we've got some pretty heavy infantry combat. I'm surprised we don't actually have more artillery from both sides, as well as some superiors, or just, you know, some sort of flame infantry and flame tanks to support. I mean, hell, even just regular tanks, if they can attack from maybe this angle or this angle, they should be able to actually attack. It's just the enemy infantry has to be revealed, and of course you've got your own infantry to reveal that. Huh, interesting. Yeah, they could have done that, but, well, either our team could have really done that, but not really seeing too much. Actually, no, we do have some napalm here, but these guys should really be brought up a bit further forward, actually. We do have some helicopter infantry apparently going to be dropped in here. A little bit too close to the front lines, for my liking, but, well, what the hell, maybe they got something up their sleeve. Also something I don't see too often, the T-80BV. Certainly a bit more of a... gun tank than a missile tank. Just having a look. Yeah, the Cobra, yeah, pretty damaging missile, but a bit less range than the whatever the T-80U uses. Can't remember what it was. Some other kind of missile with more range. But anyway, yeah, we actually have a couple of tanks coming forward to do a bit of damage. These guys are shaken but not stirred. Okay, now they're panicked and shaken. Now they're both panicked. They definitely need to get the hell out of there, actually, especially with the amount of health they have. T-64B is actually almost out of health as well, actually. God damn. These guys really need to retreat, so... Chowtron not really paying attention to the state of his vehicles, and yeah, as you can see, they do have that rather helpful little repair icon. Well, not repair icon, but... Well, an icon indicating that they need repairs, you know, just that, you know, what stuff needs to be repaired. But nope, Chowtron is actually going to continue going onwards. Very risky maneuver, since this T-64B is panicked, and... no ATGMs and only one single bit of health. These guys are in a pretty similar straits as well. Well, actually, they do have, well, 4 ATGMs to share between them, I suppose, which is better than nothing. Ah, well, we'll see how this helicopter drop goes. Someone tells me it's going to get shot down, and what do you know? Shot down before I could even complete my sentence. So as you can see, we're basically beating the snot out of them. But really, it's not like as if our opponents are standing on their hands either, actually, or sitting on their hands, whatever. They actually have been attacking, but yeah, Chowtron definitely overexposing himself. He definitely needed to send these guys back to, well, first of all to get the morale back up, and second of all to get them healed up. So we'll just see what happens to one strength T-64B, well, once it gets actually hit by a law weapon. There we go, finally gets taken out. And bam. T-80BVs will probably want to get out of there to avoid the same fate, actually. Especially with these ATGMs coming in. And that's it. We've got... okay, yeah, we actually got 500 points. Bit of a quick game, but certainly packed full of action. Quite a few mistakes being made, especially by the opposing team. Definitely stretching their beleaguered forces way too far, not properly resupplying them. But, oh well, what can you do? Interesting game nonetheless. Not bad, barely any kills at all. Oh well. Well, there you go. Until next time, this has been Dame Didvich, signing off. Welcome back again to some Wargame Airland's battle action on the Gavle map, or Gavel map, however the hell it's meant to be pronounced. Got NATO consisting of myself, Lightman, Dost, Chezwam, Kralizek, bizarre names, but anyway. Pact consists of Majikowski, Fallen, Blood King, Jezza, and Jerry. So we'll see how things go. If I remember correctly, I think this game will be a little bit shorter than the previous one. But you never know. The battle lines are being drawn, and where the hell am I going to be going? Okay, so I'm going to be spawning a Kilo, going for Lima. We'll see how that works out. I believe I played on this map before, relatively recently, as the USA, and as you can see, I'm doing things a bit differently. Coming in, whoops, better slow things down. Coming in with helicopter infantry to try to seize these zones as quickly as possible. And not just that, I'm also coming in with some infantry to help out against Echo, Got some initial plane duels happening here. This guy barely managing to survive. And, well, do manage to evac these Mirage F1Cs. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they're just air superiority aircraft doing a bit of damage here and there, but they're going to take a bit of damage from enemy anti-air. And, of course, G surrenders that freaking quickly. So, yeah, that's probably going to be leading to a pretty short game. I still think it does go on for a bit of a while, but not really too sure. So, of course, yeah, it kind of sucks that that's going to be happening. Oh, what the hell, the rest of the enemy team seems to be there. We'll see what happens. Moan Mirage C coming in. Actually, he launches a couple of his infrared missiles on the way to actually dropping napalm. I didn't actually notice that aircraft would do that, so that actually attack targets of opportunity on their way to a destination like that. Interesting. Well then, I've got, of course, a bunch of harpoons coming in, launching crap loads of missiles. Well, some of them are launching missiles now anyway. And of course, why wouldn't they, eh? Just follow these missiles straight to their targets, actually. Nice little cinematic view there, I guess. So, bam, going to be reaching some T something or other, not really sure what actually it is. The Moan Aliquet's going to be taking a bit of damage, only just a little bit actually. I'm surprised actually the Ryusa didn't do... I'm surprised it didn't do more damage and just completely destroy it. But in any case, harpoons are great for taking over open ground, to say the least. And even their heat cannon isn't that bad. Of course, they're very vulnerable to cluster bombs, as you can see, and they've got next to no armor as well. So, yeah, just as well managed to expend all their missiles first, just destroying a couple of things. And actually, yeah, there was a T-64B coming in. I'll be damned. And once again, I could do with a bit more anti-air. At the very least, I do have one Roland coming in. It's better than nothing, but really, a little bit more anti-air would probably be good. I do have... Oh, never mind. I thought that was actually an AA plane of bone coming in, but fortunately not. Well, we'll see how... Of course. We'll see how this Roland does. Their mine is actually going to go up here. Well, so much for that. This thing's just going to keep circling around, firing its ATGMs. Are these ones? Oh, no, they're not fired, forget. Well, I suppose that's better than nothing. These harpoons should actually be retreating. Yep, and there we go. Just say that, like as if the past version of myself has heard that, he's actually going to be retreating them. Yeah, usually it's better to let them engage with their missiles. And as this thing, not really going to be doing too much. Maliquet's going to be spotting. Not really needs to of the recon that I have here. Not much recon here. We'll see how, if Jez is actually going to exploit the lack of recon that we have here. But just as I say that, look at that, Moan Hussards coming in to plug the gap. So, what the hell? We'll see what opponents can do to try to exploit that position. Nonetheless, what the hell? Let's see it from our opponent's perspective. Puma Pirates actually coming in on their own, bizarre enough. A couple of Milans coming in to do a bit of damage against the tanks. And normally this would not really be able to do anything, but what do you know? Well, apart from the tanks that are now finally in range to actually fire them, there's actually no dedicated anti-air by Fallen Blood King, so he basically sends out a whole lot of cheap tanks, a couple of ATGM launchers, and some ATGM infantry. He didn't even send regular infantry to accompany them through the forests, all flame tanks. And in fact, he didn't even send. He didn't send any real anti-air either. So very bizarre indeed. These pirates managing to do a good job surviving, I suppose. And yeah, we're just going to be bombing the shit out of it, as you can see. So kind of a bit like what was happening in the previous game, except it was a bit more reversed. And me definitely does need a bit more anti-air this time around. And there we go, my harpoons. I believe I've got a fresh batch coming in, and my anti-air that was there, that's whatever it was called, was taken out. Do have my Rollins still there? Could still do with more AA though. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like any is coming in just yet, which kind of sucks. And as you can see, yeah, we do have an initial score point advantage. In fact, I'm surprised that Delta has not been taken yet. Actually, there might have been some combat happening there. Might have discouraged us from taking it beforehand. What I do know is that these T-34s have finally taken out one Puma Pirates, but really taking their time to do that. In fact, they'll actually run out of ammunition, or if they survived, they actually would have run out of ammunition before taking out all the Puma Pirates, bizarre enough. In fact, this guy can't even do anything. Oh, I just gotta love it. And down he goes. Outstanding, simply outstanding. The hell is this thing? Oh, it's a cluster bomber. Damn, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Well, let's get a nice little cinematic view of him bombing me with cluster bombs. Bam. Although, no, I only lose a couple of harpoons from that, so it wasn't too bad. These guys ran out of missiles anyway, I suppose. They have some stuff from Majikowski coming in across the void, as it were. This void here to try to do a bit of damage, but a single, to try to do a bit of damage, but a single T-72A and a bit of anti-air is not really going to cut it. And in fact, we actually do have Dos coming in to counter-attack. He's actually managing to seize a bit of territory with his legions, and a couple of abs coming in as well. Not really sure why exactly they're coming in that freaking close. I suppose they're going to be revealing the Motostrelski, which is better than nothing, but still. Not a great use of them, to say the least, and they're not the cheapest transport that you can get either, so I'm not really sure why exactly he did that. We do have some reinforcements coming in from Jezza. It's going to be very tricky for us to take Juliet if we keep attacking from this angle, because they're just going to keep on reinforcing against whatever attacks we send, and they'll be right next to their spawn points, of course. What the hell is Jezza doing with his PT-7 wildlife? These legions... Okay, never mind. It actually was not in range of their laws, although that's pretty lucky in my opinion. Interesting indeed. So in any case, here we are going to getting some ATGM Milan's finally going to be replacing the Legion guys, presumably who are in this building, although unfortunately they're going to fall afoul of these Motostrelskis. These guys are a bit worried. Okay, now they're panicked, but not dead though, so I suppose it's better than nothing. Okay, yeah, just firing using their LMGs it seems, goodness me. As for myself, yeah, still just sitting around, not doing too much. I do have a couple of Gazelle Hots, which is better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, just going to be sending them. I'm not sure where the hell I'm sending them actually. I need to watch out for that Biusic. It gets to be a bit of a pain in the ass. A couple of our own aircraft coming in, and they actually do have one book to defend. But okay, a couple of Stellars as well. But still, they do need a little bit more anti-air actually. Bizarre enough, they actually got 2 seat aircraft, which I think is going to take out one of my ground-based anti-air, which kind of sucks, but well. Can do, at least we do manage to take out one of their seed planes, and well, we're just doing pretty damn good in general. In fact, we probably should have restarted when that guy quit so quickly, but I think I actually did ask that question, and then nobody seemed to be too bothered by it, so there you go. Oh my god, this is kind of ridiculous. Well, actually... Well, my Crusader's actually going to make it right behind enemy lines, actually. In fact, he's even going to take out an enemy plane. I believe that was a seed plane or something else. He actually manages to take it out, and I think he's actually going to be able to evac there with... Amazing. Well, there we go. Luck is even on my side in this game, it seems. Well, for certain parts anyway. Both missiles miss. He actually evacs without any health being lost at all. Simply incredible. Finally, my harpoons have been resupplied. We'll just get a nice sort of view of the missiles coming in towards this thing, which, what the hell is this thing actually? I think that's actually an APC or something. Funny, I play this game all the time, and yet I still can't really recognize many of the vehicles visually. Oh, it's actually a BMPT. Well, I was technically correct. It was a vehicle, I suppose. Although really I was being a bit vague saying it was that, but there you go, I was right nonetheless. And that's what counts after all. My harpoons continue to get resupplied thanks to my trucks. They're doing their damnedest to destroy this BMPT, but for the life of them they just can't seem to be able to do it. They might be able to get ejected now. There we go, finally they do. Unfortunately several missiles do get wasted, but oh well. Yeah, opponents definitely need a bit more anti-air to be spread around. That Crusader should not have been able to reach... Well, he literally went behind enemy lines, basically. He should not have been able to do that, especially so close to the enemy spawn point, but there you go. I think my artillery also... Yep, I believe that was my artillery. Yep, taking out a book even, so not too shabby indeed. This one still remains, but he is out in the open actually. A bit of a mistake by Majikowski sending him out like that. In fact, he's actually sending him out with without any support at all, and down he goes. Blowing up rather majestically, if I do say so. Interesting use of the seed aircraft though, but definitely being a little bit too slapdash with them. In fact, I'm surprised we haven't taken Delta yet with our command vehicle. We finally do have a VAB coming in there, and that's going to bring about the end of our opponents that much more quickly. In fact, just having a look at India, it looks like the command vehicle for India has actually fallen as well. So Fallen Blood King finally sending another one of his own there, but I'm just judging by this these marks that I'm seeing here, the command vehicle might have been around here, and it might have been actually cluster bombed. Not entirely sure, but well, we'll see what happens. What I do know is that we do need to watch out for these ATGM infantry. We're going to be sending their ATGMs all over the place. Well, at least we'll get some parting shots on them as we retreat the AMX-32, and he didn't even take any damage, so not too shabby. At the very least we do know where their ATGMs are, so it's just a matter of either shelling them or napalming them, doing something against them. My god, man. My god, that is a hell of a lot of there's quite a few anti-radar planes. Well, anti-SAM radar planes. Well, actually there are some that don't use SAMs that are just AAA, but anyway, quite a few of them coming in nonetheless. I believe those French ones, they're really cheap, they're kind of crappy, but as you can see in numbers they can certainly get the job done. I don't believe a single one was lost, and we've got more coming in as well. In fact, what the hell, let's get a close-in view of them dropping bombs actually over the enemy battlefields. So let's have a look. Wow. Plenty going down, and now we've just got a couple of T-34s I believe coming in. No, actually that is not T-34s. Not 100% sure what the hell these are. These ones are some sort of BMP I think. In fact, what the hell actually? Let's get a close-in view of them just walking around. We do have some smoke coming in finally. God, look at these guys, they're bumping into each other. You'd think the amount of damage they've been incurring just from the impact would be quite something actually. But in any case, let's just have a quick look at what's actually happening here. So, we do have some, okay, chasseurs coming in here, just vehicles reinforcing, a very exciting view of them reinforcing if I do say so myself. Apart from that, we've just got a general advancement over India, just to try to re-secure it. And that is it. We have absolutely annihilated them in 12 minutes, roughly. Indeed. But there you go, quite a game. And what do you know, a few more things. Acquiring experience, which doesn't carry through to other games, so a bit pointless to show that, but there you go. Just in case you're wondering. Interesting, very interesting indeed. Too bad it didn't go on longer, actually. Oh well. And until next time, this has been Dave Didovich, signing off. Welcome again to some Wargame Airland Battle action. It's going to be a 4 vs 4 game on the 3 Mile Islands map. So there we go, the very popular cooling towers and everything. Actually, they're probably the biggest structure in the game, actually. The biggest one I've seen so far. But in any case, yeah, 4 vs 4, 3 Mile Island. Packed team consists of myself, Lightman, Apex, Lucifer, and Soul Taker. Very interesting names. And enemy team is going to be NATO. Consists of Exterminatus something, Poo something. Magnus, Pandaman, and KPP 3538. Interesting though. I wonder if he actually named himself Poo and then a couple of ellipses on purpose. Because really, there's plenty of room for his name to be displayed. Yeah, whatever. Let's just fast forward and we'll just see who's going where. So Soul's going over. Actually, wait a minute. So, that's right. We're unpacked. So yeah, Soul's going to be taking western flank. Apex going for the middle. Exterminatus also going for the middle. Never mind. That's his full name right there. And looks like I'll be going for Foxtrot and Golf. So I'll be going for the east. I'm not entirely sure who's going for Mike, but we'll see what happens. My helicopters, oh my god. Okay, now I can probably tell this game's going to be pretty freaking short then. What a fucking liberty. But anyway, my helicopters are going to get shot up pretty freaking quickly it seems, so it kind of sucks. But oh well, a couple of my helicopters might be able to land, maybe... No, yes, there we go. And they're FJBs as well, which I believe are the yep, East German infantry. So looks like I'm playing as East Germany. Unfortunately these guys, well, they will get a bit panicked unfortunately. They will take out one Super Cobra, and those things are not cheap to say the least. So there we go, better than nothing. This UAZ of Lucifer really needs to watch out where the hell it's going. Delta's been captured for us. We do have Delta forces coming in for Exterminatus to get a bit of a foothold into our territory, but to reply we do have some regular infantry as well as some sappers to destroy these Delta forces utterly, although if Apex is not careful then yeah, could actually get taken out along with their transports. But there we go, it does finally get his infantry out of there. Just needs to get him out of the open as quickly as possible basically, and these SPWs will at least be able to damage the Delta forces as well. Unfortunately the Pioneers are going to get taken out pretty quickly, and these Stellars don't really stand too much of a chance to say the least. They'll try to do whatever damage they can. My god, that is a freaking noisy gun battle if I've ever seen one. Okay, this is an interesting tactic by Lucifer. He's actually spamming crap loads of Gunskis, BMPs and Sapedias, and these, well, probably because these guys are mostly panked and shaken is the fact that is the reason why these twin Hueys are managing to last so long. Otherwise they probably would get taken out a little bit more quickly. Super Cobra is going to be doing a bit of damage against them as well, but going to well, the Gunskis are going to survive, and actually I think they will be cost effective. Only a couple of them fall, and they're pretty cheap as well, as you can see. So actually managing to do quite a bit of damage. Strike Eagle will come down, and with all of its bombs it'll probably destroy all of them, yep. Except for the BMPs, bizarre enough. Very interesting maneuver. I suppose he at the very least did manage to get his Sapedias into this forested land, which I suppose is better than nothing, but still. And as you can see, yeah, we got +4 coming in. I'm not really sure why that guy surrendered though. Maybe he had an initial disadvantage. But the thing is, a couple of games back, like, well, if you were seeing what games I did, that would have been, can't remember what map it was. But anyway, just have a look at my previous games and you'll be able to see it. But yeah, I was casting a game where we were losing, and no one on our team quit the entire game. In fact, we actually tried to do as much as we could against our opponents. Really try to... Where the hell did this thing even... Oh no, it didn't drop its missile for some reason. But anyway, yeah, we really tried to reach out and crush our opponents with everything we had. Unfortunately, it just was not enough. We didn't have enough anti-air power, and a couple of other things were screwed up as well. Actually, I won't really mention everything that happened. You must just watch the previous video to see what happens. In the case, some cheap artillery coming out for myself. Now, some people do say that tube artillery is useless, and I'd have to disagree, at least when it comes to the tube artillery that fires several rounds per minute. With the tube artillery that fires like only 3 rounds per minute, they're pretty useless, but the ones that fire several rounds, in my opinion, are still alright. You just have to get used to the fact that their shells are not going to be that accurate, and they're going to have a bit of a fly time, or you know what I mean, follow through time basically, from when they fire to when they actually fall, to say the least. This enemy aircraft actually being pretty annoying, to say the least. In fact, Golf has completely fallen. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Okay, looks like we actually could do with a little bit more anti-air here, in fact. In fact, I don't seem to have any anti-air at all, except for a couple of FLAs. I've finally got a Tunguska, got Afghanistan coming in from Lucifer. A bit more long-range anti-air would be pretty good. At the very least, I do have some recon here, and yeah, Grant is going to be coming in to provide a little bit more permanent recon. Yeah, we're going to be wisely retreating that helicopter, very good reason. Strike Eagle going to be a bit of a pain in the ass with its bombs, and of course, what do you know, all these guys are right next to each other, so well, T-64As will be surviving at the very least, but I do lose my FLAs, something or other that was there, so very unfortunate, but there you go. For some reason, Juliet's not been taken by our opponents either, so points are actually even. We do have more score points than they do, but the income is actually even, bizarre enough. And Soul Taker going with a very interesting strategy. Not only does he have a recon vehicle, he's actually got a recon helicopter as well to scout ahead of it, it seems. Yeah, interesting thing with recon vehicles, in general, the stealth is actually medium. Well, basically everything else, all other ground vehicles, just about their stealth is poor, as you can see. So with medium stealth, they actually can, well, they can sneak around a little bit. Not as much as infantry, but they can sneak around much more quickly than in infantry, I suppose. And yeah, they've got a bit of armour as well. Well, some of them have got a bit of armour, of course, depends on which particular vehicles we're talking about. The situation seems to have stabilised in the middle. We've got a couple of s'mores, bizarre enough actually, being mixed in with Space Marines. A couple of tanks exchanging shots here and there, nothing too significant. The Paddon's managing to ward away our T-55 AM-1PBs. My god, that's a bit of a mouthful, to say the least. No significant infantry presence by Apex, actually. In fact, he really should be sending in some infantry, at least in these buildings, actually, because otherwise these guys can basically walk over... Well, they can basically walk their way to the forest. Well, actually, they would get engaged by the SPWs and all that, but the Pattons would be, well, standing by to help out. I'm not really sure if actually that'd be enough, really. Especially these SPWs and all that. These guys having Well, they're not quite auto cannons, but they do a bit of armor-piercing damage, I guess. Well, one thing is for certain: Apex's position will continually get bombarded. Should have actually had some vehicles in here. That would have been pretty good too. Yeah, his position will get bombarded. Exterminatus is consolidating his little foothold that he has on Delta. He might actually try to push forward and maybe just try to put a command vehicle maybe around here or behind one of these cooling towers maybe. We'll see what happens, or maybe around here. At the hell, see what happens. Strike Eagles, massive pain in the ass, extremely expensive aircraft. But if you can keep them alive, then yeah, they can generally be a pain in the ass for your opponents. They've got some QR warriors coming in just to be a pain in the ass too. And Irehawks to help out. I don't think... Oh, never mind, actually do have a Meg Bis coming in, presumably to take out the... we'll just see what actually... I think it is actually there to take out the... Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, what the hell, let's get a close-in view of that, I guess. Yeah, to take out the... damn it. There we go. Skyhawk, I think. That's what it's called, but... well, whatever. No, it's actually just circling around. Well, let's have a look at these F117s. Them being a real pain in the ass as well. Bam! Dropping one bomb. Second bomb probably going to be dropped down there, and I think they're all going to escape, basically. Yeah, all these Nighthawks, F117s, yeah, that's right. They're all going to escape without any harm being done at all. Jesus Christ. Well, at least my command vehicle is safe and sound. Big Bis is, yeah, going to be evacuating the hell out of there. Yeah, definitely going to be aware of the anti-air that's there. And I don't believe I have any seed aircraft either, actually, which really sucks. Because that's basically all the anti-air that Magnus has here. In fact, it's too bad I didn't send in some follow-up aircraft, because he doesn't have any anti-air at all, actually. These guys being completely out of missiles. And a couple of Euros coming in just to act as scouts as well, I guess. Well, suicide scouts of sorts anyway. We've got some FJBs finally coming in from Apex. Now, this is something I would have liked to have seen in the earlier games, but well, what can he do? They actually managed to take out one helicopter and the command vehicle at the same time. Very nicely done. In fact, they could have actually... Oh no, they're actually going... Yep, they took out the Cobra as well, since I do have those nice little Strelas. And there goes Exterminatus. So this is going to be a pretty short game, but what the hell. It's not like as if we're sitting back too much either. We definitely are trying to push forward here and there. Apex sending Kub remarkably close. Well, a bit out in the open, I suppose you could say, while a couple of Soul Takers helicopters presumably transported some stuff just being sent back as well. Just have a look at what's happening around here, actually. So there we go, Montestellski's coming in from Soul Taker. Even a UAZ is going to be spawned directly, so go there. It's not too shabby. Exterminator sending another command vehicle, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure that surrender message was about him, actually. So not really sure why his name is still appearing over things, but yeah, opponents basically don't really stand too much of a chance. Just seeing what's happening over here, though. Well, my T-34s, I think I did see the aiming thingy for them there, but apparently that was not meant to be. Grenz is unfortunately going to fall afoul of this rifleman. I think actually what I was trying to do... Here we go, yeah, I'm trying to send in some forces here just to block off this reinforcement zone for hotel before actually swooping on the hotel itself. And that might actually be happening if I sent out some real infantry as well. Well, these tanks will be able to do a pretty good job against the rifleman, but Magnus, as you can see, he's on top of that. He's trying to send them straight into the forest, into the Rockin' Forest, as quickly as possible. So, yeah, at least I do have more infantry coming in, some more recon infantry coming in. I really just need to be sending in some sapper infantry, and these Nighthawks are still going to be a pain in the ass as well. At the very least, he'll only take out like one tank, so that's better. It's not too bad, really. This other Strike Eagle also coming in, and he's going to be dying, thankfully. Don't know if he actually even destroyed anything either, really. Command vehicle's still there, books and all that's still there, so it should be right. My god, talk about aircraft spam, Jesus Christ. Continuing to drop crap loads of bombs, and they do manage to destroy one of my anti-air pieces. One of them does eventually go down, though, so about fucking time. And the book does live to fight another day. I think they did destroy some other bit of anti-air that was there, so could do a bit more. Oh, there we go. Afghanskis and Tunguskas would be a good start. Not really sure what exactly Lucifer is sending them. That's there you go. One of these tanks also coming. Not really sure what these T-34s are actually aiming at. Are they actually aiming at these riflemen or something else? Bam. Okay, no, just at this. I think that was an empty transport actually, so it didn't really do too much, to say the least. There we go, finally going to be sending in some infantry. These guys are still panicked, so even though there's only like 2 squads in here, maybe actually there are sapper infantry in there. Well, one can only hope. So what's it speaking about? Okay, just about attacking. Some fancy aircraft are coming in, so these are the ATGM, well, officially they're ground attack aircraft, but they do also come with infrared missiles. But yeah, Su-22 M4 I believe would be just the standard, pretty much the boilerplate ATGM aircraft. Actually, I believe you can get fancier versions of that. Well, in either case, another short game, so I might combine those 2 games together. Still, we did get to see a bit of action happening on various fronts. It's just funny how these games that we've won, our opponents basically quit at the first sign of trouble. Oh well. Trying to turn the game into Men of War, eh? With all the quitting that's happening. Oh well. Well, what can you do? I'll see you all next time.